I revised my homemade transmission mount a little bit there. It was sitting not quite flat. Like right now you can see that it's pretty well level. Actually it's tipped up even a little bit, so that's okay. But it was tipped down like this quite a lot. And I didn't like the way it looked. I kind of leaned on the side of it and you could see that these mounts right here were starting to kind of separate. And I was like, no, there's a lot of weight to go in this transmission yet, and I don't want this thing falling off the stand. That would suck. It's hard enough to find one of these without a cracked bell housing, so I'd like to keep it in one piece if at all possible. The rollerized rear bushing deal should be in today. It's a Sonex part, and it comes with a new bushing back here and a roller like Torrington style bearing that sits on that back flat surface right there, and that's going to free up a little bit of horsepower through friction reduction. So I'll start setting that up today. And I got to go outside and grab some cross members from a couple other trucks out there. The 4L80 is longer, so the transmission mount sits back further, and I'm going to make kind of a custom. I'll see if I can get some pipe or something and make kind of a nice rear cross member. I think that'd be pretty sweet. And a bunch of people said, yeah, you got to use this drive shaft. And as I mentioned, there are a lot of barnacles on this thing. Look at this. That is, I mean, yeah, it's going to clean up, but how much drive shaft can you lose before you don't have any drive shaft? Isn't that crazy? Newfoundland is not very nice to vehicles. So I'll clean that up a little bit. I'll probably wire wheel it and then paint it black because, you know, the rest of the truck isn't really a boat anchor. I don't know why I would put that on there looking like that. Here's the 4L60 pan, and you can see right here I got sick of having 5 quarts of fluid splash all over me when I pulled the pan down. So I welded in an oxygen sensor bung, and there's a plug. So I'm going to do the same thing to this one. I'm not exactly sure where yet. I know the factory puts them right here so that the plug head isn't, you know, sticking out past the pan, but I don't really care about that. I've got lots of room. Plus there's a cross member that sits like that low below the pan. So if I was going to hit anything, it's going to hit that cross member anyway. So I'll probably put it like, say, right here, somewhere next to the magnet maybe, and that'll give me lots of room for my exhaust crossover to go through. Then I can just drain the fluid. I don't know why they didn't think of that from the factory, but obviously somebody didn't have their Wheaties that morning. And then I got to get on ordering the input shaft for that transfer case. There's no rush on that yet because obviously the truck is not ready to swap anyway. But just a mental note, don't forget about that guy, Barry.